Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of CJ's Coins and Crafts. This is a recap of the last box that I got, that I just finished this week. I got this from a place that I don't normally get coins from, but they had a full box of pennies, so I got it, and it actually came out pretty well. I'm gonna cover the Canadians first. So this first one is the bird here. It's 1867 and 1967. There's a big giant scratch across the face of it, so I'm just gonna put that in my normal box. I got a 2006, 2005, and a 1998. But these are the ones that I wanted to show you specifically. This is a 1962 Canadian, and what I was kind of surprised about is just the overall quality of these three Canadians that I found in this box is that they are really, really uh, just high-end coins, at least comparably speaking as far as what I normally find. This is a 1972, again, like they were really, really good condition coins. There's not a lot of scratches, there's not a lot of wear to them. And then I found this one. This one I was really kind of surprised about because this is almost like uncirculated. Like it's got toning, like it's been in circulation for a while, but there's no major bag marks, there's no major scratches. This is a 1975, and you can see like how well that this coin just overall condition of it. So the Canadians I got were in pretty good condition. So the 1970s, I'll cover the first. I got four 1970 S's, a 1973 S. I got three 1974 D's, including this one right here, that has a lot of brilliance left in it, but it's got one big scratch on the face of it, on the right hand side. Yeah, on the right hand side above his forehead, or to the right of his forehead. There's a big gash on the front, but overall, like this coin has a lot of brilliance to it. That's a 74 Denver, and then I got a 74 San Francisco, and two 1976 Denvers right here. I got a 1960, a 1961 Denver. This one was actually pretty clean. I found 1962 Denver that was also pretty neat. I don't know why I'm having focus issues right now. There we go, 1961 Denver. So you can see how overall clean the coin is. 1962 Denver, 1966, this 1964 Philadelphia, that is really clean. I really like finding these. A 1964 Denver, and I want to just show you this one. This is a 1967, but if you look at this coin like this, look at the fields. There's no bag marks. There's zero scratches. Like this is one of the coins with the cleanest fields I've ever seen. Like there's there's maybe a little scratch down here underneath Liberty, but the rest of this coin, there are on the obverse of this coin, there's no scratches anywhere. So on the back there's gonna be some down here right above cent, just around. But yeah, I was really surprised with the face, with the obverse of this coin. I've never seen, especially a 60s being in circulation that much, to have that little of little damage on it. 1968 S, two of those. 1951 San Francisco, and 1853 San Francisco, 1958 Denver, 1957 Denver. I thought this one was kind of interesting because it looks like that that it's been, like it was taped down at one point and then got removed, because if it was a lamination error, there would be like part of the actual coin coming off, and there's no damage to the coin. It's just color. So at some point in time it was taped down, or a band or something that was holding it down, and the rest of the coin aged or tarnished faster than or around this space right here. So kind of an interesting layout on that coin. I got two 1959 Denvers, 1944 Denver, 1945 Denver. This is one of the cleanest 1946 S's that I've ever gotten. There it is. There's still there's not a lot of wear on it. Like even on the back, like it's still really clean, and it's really hard to find wheat in this kind of condition still in circulation, because normally you'll have a breakdown or a wear down on the wheat stalks on the back. Like these will get all worn off. The M, there will be damage on the letters here, but this one is still pretty good condition. Not a lot of marks on the obverse or the front of the coin. And then I got another 46S, which is exactly what I was talking about, that there is a lot of wear on it. Let's see if I can get it here. It doesn't recognize that there's even a coin there. That's how much it's worn down. There it is. Okay, so you can see the wheat stalks are worn down on the reverse here. On the front, you can see how bad it's worn down on the sides right here and across his forehead and the letters. There's so much wear right here that you could barely tell that it's a 1946S, and then a 1947S. So those are the coins in the 70s and older that I keep. I kept only a few of the other ones, and I've already put those away. But there's three more that I wanted to show you guys, and I'll show you a little bit on the coin. Then I'll show close-up pictures on the screen here. So this first one is a 1986 Denver. This one I started looking at because I thought that it looked just a little bit weird. But what I'm going to show you up on the screen is the mint mark right here. It looks weird, but when I did a close-up on it, because right here it looked weird, and that's why that I put it underneath my microscope. And when I looked at it underneath my microscope, it really looks like a repunched mint mark. So it looks like that the first punched mint mark was counterclockwise, about just counterclockwise a little bit, and then they punched it again, and that's the one that sticks out the most. So there's a vertical bar on a from another, what looks like another punch. So I took a close-up picture of that, and I have it posted to a couple of forums right now asking for more eyes on that, because I can't find any other designations on the variety websites, like doubleddie.com or varietyvista.com or coppercoins.com, that match this setup. So I'm just out there asking for help to see if anybody else can tell. Alright, second one is a 1965 Philadelphia. So the 1965 Philadelphia, it's kind of rough on the front, but it's even worse on the back. The close-ups that you'll see right now are the upper right of the memorial building. Has a die chip in it. Yeah, right up here, it's got a pretty big die chip right there. And then the second picture that you'll see is on the lower left part of the memorial building. There is another die chip around there. So it's kind of fun to find die chips, because that means that there's a lot of wear or something struck on the die that broke part of it off, striking coins. So you can really tell some of the wear on some of the dies by looking at the die chips and stuff off of it. And then my last one is a 1988. This is a 1988 Philadelphia. I checked for the initials, the FG, to see if it's the 1989, which I had found a little while ago. I found one of those, the RDV-006, or the RDV-06, Reverse Design Variation 6. Um, the variety is that the 1988s, they either ran out of dies or they started using dies from the 1989s to start striking the reverses. So you can find that variety. But the reason why I picked this one out is that there is a die crack on the lower right and the upper left of the memorial building that are kind of fun to find on some of these later ones. I find a ton of them on the 83s and the 84s, but not so much later on. That just means that again, it's a late strike on the dies, or a lot of wear on the dies, and it cracked from usage. So I just thought that was interesting. I might throw this one back, but I like finding these these pieces of history that shows the use and the creation of coins. Just something else. Alright guys, thanks for taking the time to watch my videos, and if you like what you see or don't like, you can use like or dislike comments in the section below. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later, and I'll see you guys on the next box.